Hello BAME Farm fans. We're going to have a little bit of a planting video here of the vegetables. Really, we've missed out on most of it because I have been out in the field turning dirt or planting corn and beans on a tractor, and I guess Mom and Dad have been planting most of the vegetables. I have missed out on that. So we won't get to see a whole lot of action, but I'll show off the hole puncher. Essentially, it is a bulb planter. We stab it through the plastic. For most things, we go pretty deep. The cabbage here doesn't need it so deep. This was just planted yesterday. This is the second round of cabbage. You know, it's June 20-something, and this is the second round. We've actually missed most of the vegetable planting. We're actually wrapping it up. We're seeding some late squash and stuff over here. We can see the slits in the plastic where the seeder went. But so yeah, we just take this guy, jab it in, drop the dirt on the plastic, then use the dirt, put it in around the plant by hand. We don't raise enough vegetables to justify having a transplanter. And usually our plants are too big. We'll see some tomatoes that we planted. That's Mom and Dad. They planted last week. Now this plastic here has been seeded. It's been in the ground about a week, and we're getting ready. We need to do some weed control here soon and see it green up a little bit. Now these tomatoes are pretty tall. They wouldn't go through a transplanter anyways because they are not short. They might be a little unhappy because they were overgrown. However, give them a week to start rooting out and they will be just fine and happy. And they might be even happier when it doesn't rain so much. You can see the ground is still dark and wet. So we're gonna go find Mom. She's over there seeding, and we'll watch the seeding part real quick, how that goes. So we see a difference in plastic color. We've got this kind of gray and the black. We're trying out the gray this year. I kind of threw a little bit of info on the plastic in that plastic laying video. The gray is supposed to reflect some light so the soil doesn't get as hot as the black plastic, which you definitely need the black earlier in the season to really warm the soil up. But the black is great for peppers, tomatoes, things that like it hot. We're planting some green beans on the black, but we put the cabbage over there on the gray, white, whatever. And in the 3 inches of rain, the raised beds did pretty good for getting the water off and running it over the hill, because right after I laid this, we got absolutely swamped. So let's watch Mom plant beans. This is an old style corn planter. We pre-cut the holes in the plastic. In the heat of the day, the plastic does not cut well with the planter. So Dad came through with a modified knife on a stick and pre-cut the holes. Looks like we're dropping 3 seeds to a hole. Usually you can fill the hopper, and there's some adjustment on a little piece down there that adjusts the size of the hole, which works for beans, but for doing things like squash and cucumbers with really small seeds, it doesn't work so well. You say back in the 18 and 1900s, these were designed for corn seeds, which are much larger than a little squash or melon seed. Now, it's possible to run the beans through, say, the corn planter, except then that's more of a challenge for weed control. That's the joy. The plastic keeps the weeds down around the plants, and then we've just got these strips to deal with, which are easier than getting close to the plant, which I'm sure I've made a video of rototilling, and sometimes we use other means of hindering weed growth between the rows.
Can you see the seeds?
I don't know, he's still going.